try this again. Wow, well, that was not my experience recently. So this is part two or round two. We'll try again. Thank you, Pat. And so wherever we were, oh, did I post the link? It should be posted. The panel can resume if anybody's still out there. Had to, I'll have to do a clip job and repost it. That was like for a P bomber, that was pretty good because he had a smooth tactic for getting embedded in the panel so that he could spring his chicken. Yeah, I did, Kane. And hey, Lou, yeah, hello. I'm gonna have to go back and take a closer inspection. But I can definitely see why he wears the wig. Well, I trust you, if you can't trust a transgender on this, who can you trust? So I guess that settles it. Hey, Track. I don't know. I think that he knocked Mike out of the bottom of the bucket. There's somebody even worse. All right, let's hear from Mr. Track, Untrackable.
Yeah, I'm loving this spring weather. I swear to God. Um, they told us it was going to rain every day this week, but it's that spring rain. So it comes through. It's like 30 minutes. It's not hours upon hours of downpour. It's like hell yeah, my grass is going to start growing. And then I started thinking, oh shit, then I got to start mowing the grass, which means now I got to change the oil in the lawnmower.
Oh,
It's just a string of events. I swear to God. It's like, hey, why do old men talk about the weather? Because it just adds up to shit they got to do.
oh, that's a good tactic, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, the weather's feeling really good out here now.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It was really hot. The last couple of days it was like in the 80s, and then it actually thunderstormed last night, and now it's back down in the 60s. So it's
Yeah.
completely cooled off.
It's good weather.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I wish I can live in cold weather all the time. I think the cold. I don't know about you gentlemen. I mean, I don't. I have the best night's sleep when it's cold out. You crack the window open. It's nice and cold. It's
Oh,
all
no.
chilly.
Oh, no.
You get wrapped up in your
You crack your
comforter.
window when it's cold?
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
and have a fan running. Always have a fan running.
Do you turn your heat off?
Yeah, I never run the heat unless if it's like 10 degrees, of course, but like it never gets that. See, in Virginia, it never gets lower than like 30, 40 degrees. It's always like manageable. And in the house, it's always going to be 10 to 20 degrees higher than that. So at the coldest point, the house will be 50, 60 degrees. At the coldest point.
But not in the wintertime.
And that is perfect. That is the perfect weather.
I can't tell anybody else how to be comfortable, but you sound exactly like my wife. Whereas me personally, I would rather be set on fire and put out into the summer desert. I live that way because it's a given. Once the sun goes down, the moon comes out. You can go from 120 to 70 and feel like you're freezing. And it's like, oh, thank God somebody put the fire out. But then the next day, it's the exact same thing. It's like, oh, thank God it's warm again. Set my ass on fire.
It's like a bonfire or like a fireplace or a bonfire. Like it's the most beautiful thing to watch. To watch a fire is beautiful to me. Like, you know, a
Like
bonfire
a campfire.
or fire. But I can't sit in front of it. It's so hot. It makes me want to throw up because the heat
Oh,
is so intense. You know, me personally, I like colder weather. I like colder climate. That's just what I like.
But if you don't sit too close to the fire, it's okay.
Well, there's another thing to be said there too, and there's a difference between like warming up next to a fire, because you get to choose that. But when you live your day in it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a cold environment or a hot environment, because I know people that work in warehouses that are freezers, and they literally have to
ooh,
dress like they're in the North Pole just to go to work, and they still have to work in it.
Yeah,
Whereas
that sucks.
um, where I work, it's just an open warehouse. So in the wintertime, you're freezing, and in the summertime, you can't take enough clothes off because it's against policy.
Yeah, dude.
But I prefer the summertime versus the wear everything you own time.
yeah. I think me too.
That's just me. It's just me.
I like the heat though, and hate the cold.
Yeah.
I wish I could deal with the summer heat, but I can't at all. I have to
And
have
it's different everywhere you go. Like there's a difference between Florida cold and DC cold and New York cold and Montana cold and the Alps cold. What is the Mount Everest cold? And there's different heats, just like that southern humid heat, and that West Texas, that Phoenix,
Mm.
New Mexico dry desert heat. There's different levels to this shit, and I would prefer any of the hotness versus any of the coldness.
I like hotness too.
What's funny is down south, like in Virginia, like when we have a heat wave, it's so humid, the air feels heavy. It's almost hard to breathe. It's like you're in a
yeah.
jungle. Like the air is so heavy with humidity versus, like you said, if you're out like in the desert, it's hot, but it's dry. There's no humidity. So the difference is like your breathing and your fatigue level, you know. So, but yeah, when you're in a southern state, it really does feel like you're in the jungle. That's what it feels like because
Ah,
it's just so much humidity. Like
Yeah,
you
mm,
feel heavy.
yeah,
I
man,
think
fucking
I think outsiders feel that.
Maryland and Louisiana has a different kind of humidity. I don't like Maryland humidity, and I don't like Louisiana humidity. I can't deal with it. Them has
It,
little
it
more.
could be said the same thing like when you're cold,
Yeah,
because
I
like
don't even feel the humidity, but
if
I
you're good
definitely
with
feel the cold.
yeah, if you're good with the cold, then either something inside of you or your natural movements, they create that heat from within, and that's the only thing that really keeps a body warm. Because you imagine just laying there in the snow motionless, and being, I've always been a skinny person, so I don't have that thickness,
Uh,
and it's my motions that have always protected me in the extreme cold weather, which means I kind of have to stay moving to be able to feel, past my elbows. The fingers always go first, but you know what? Fuck it. Like, just watch what you're doing, and they're working, even though you can't feel them. But motion in the cold has always kept me warm. Whereas, there are people that they really don't have to move too much to get that blood flowing and keep themselves warm.
yeah, I know it helps me. That's why if I know if it's cold and I start walking, like once I get to walking, that I'm gonna warm up some.
It's funny because there are some people like myself, when you're sleeping or when you're laying down, your body temperature rises. Like you get hotter as you're sleeping, and that's why like whenever I would try to cuddle with my ex, Like, I don't want to touch her because I already feel so hot already. I don't want any more body heat
You want to
because I
burn
start to
anyone else
sweat.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I remember that, dude. I didn't like that. The girl I was with, I didn't like sleeping next to her. And it's not because she was really too fat, or maybe I was a little too heavy. I don't know.
Not so much sleeping next to her. It's just that, when you embrace when you're sleeping, your body heat gives off, and then you start to like get real. Your body gets really hot because you're embracing somebody as you're laying there, and it's
Absolutely.
just a survival mechanism. Like when you're in the wild, you
Yeah.
basically embrace somebody, and your body heat keeps you alive.
Exactly. Like that's what that's people learn that from wilderness survival. When you're in a freezing situation with another person, you can use their body heat and their vice versa to keep you guys warm.
The only downside to that is if you actually hug on Jeff's antlers, you might catch on fire. So you have to be
Why
real
would you
careful.
catch on fire?
Because
Yeah,
it's the wrath of Satan comes. That's like little thunderbolts come out.
I should give you a little
No, I'm just
warning.
joking. That's it. Do not touch the antlers. Stay 500 feet away. You're like one of those big
Get off
old
my
trucks.
horns.
Stay 500 feet away from the antlers.
man, it'd be cool if you had some like antlers that could move like robotically, so you could like put them behind you if you wanted. Like if you pushed a button, and then you could put them back up, or like
Some Jim Henson antlers.
something. And then like, or you could maybe do some AI with something. I mean,
Oh,
I've
there's a
seen
thought.
some crazy stuff on here, man.
You
I
never
saw
know.
All
my
right,
one friend
Fister.
turn
Cut it
himself
out.
into my one friend turned himself into a woman on some of this AI shit. It's crazy. It's like become so advanced. You could like make your digital antlers, dude.
I would want a black woman. AI.
There you go.
If
But
I
you
ever
gotta,
have a
yeah,
porno. Hey, baby. Welcome to the show.
like
What we gonna talk about today? And then it would have the avatar to go with it.
maybe you could go on a tirade about Aunt Jemima.
Well, she should be. No, more people should be on a tirade than are because she really got fucked over, and she
I
even
know.
herself said that because that was her legacy, and they turned it into something shameful and disgraceful that she was proud of.
I know, dude.
Like random white people from nowhere just descended and decided, oh, we decided that this is offensive and racist now, and y'all have to stop doing it.
Uncle Ben. Oh, no.
Yeah, and Rastus from Cream of Wheat. They did, Jeremy. They got them all. But you know who got a pass? Who's still around? You can go find her on the shelf right now. It's Mrs. Butterworth,
There you go.
the white, the non-brown one.
There was a great SNL episode where they did with Dave Chappelle where they did like Uncle Ben and they did Count Chocula and Aunt Jemima. Did you see that where they were canceling them?
Count
You ever see that?
Chocula.
Oh, yeah. Pete Davidson Count Chocula, and then Dave Chappelle was with the Allstate guy, and then it was hilarious, and they were canceling out the characters.
No,
It's
these
funny as hell, man.
marshmallows.
Yeah, look it up later. Dave Chappelle. It's like with Count Chocula and Uncle Ben. It's hilarious, man. It's so funny.
Well, I really felt it when they did it to Aunt Jemima. That's when it really
Yeah,
hit home. And
they had
oh, go ahead.
I saw like an old video like Disney had an Aunt Jemima pancake shop at Disney. But
Well,
yeah,
y'all know about the Coon Chicken Inn, which was a restaurant chain up here in Seattle. I think it was started out of Portland
no
or somewhere in Oregon.
goodness.
Sorry,
I
took me a
Hey,
while to get.
Mr. B.
Was it a
I
porn
look.
stream? The room was it a porn stream?
What?
I look.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I'll have to go back and find out.
Right. Then I got kicked out, or not kicked out the room, close, and I thought, like, I missed it. I didn't see nothing, to be honest with you, but maybe it did happen.
It happened, so it was such a blur. And you'd think
Yeah.
I'd have a better eye, but it's been a long, long time. So very out of practice.
You can tell by people's mannerisms what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike called it.
Yeah.
You were saying it.
I could tell right away this guy's up to no good. I could tell
And
right
Pat
away. Then he was
clocked it
talking.
too.
Yeah. Then he was talking about his
From the
Muslim
wig.
friend, and yeah, I knew right away. This is not someone that's no, this is not happening.
Yeah, but it's
Troll
difficult.
knows troll.
It took me a while to get into the room there, and Jaffa admit it, like before you realise, like none of us are the same, so you're going to be defensive, aren't you? You're going to think like, oh, what are you going to do? Like, or what are they a problem, or and everyone could be a problem, but not necessarily like
Sure.
doing porn streaming. It just seems
And,
completely to me.
and that's the biggest problem is when you have a channel that's growing, and you have a lot of haters in the background, they're going to have one straggler come up and try to derail the channel. That's what they're doing because the channel's growing leaps and
Speaking
bounds.
of,
How does Jeff get a bit of hate? Listen, I've only known Jeff, I don't know, probably 6, 8 months. I've been dropping in the rooms and that, but I've always been like, why is Jeff? Why are you Jeff, or why is Jeff getting a bit of hate? Like I've never saw any.
I've always gotten hate.
When I
Okay,
met Jeff,
yeah,
so Cy, when I met Jeff was like right about 470 people, and I met Jeff about a while ago, and we just kept grinding away, and people kept coming up, and now Jeff is what 860 now. He's right about 1,000 people. He'll get to 1,000, but once a channel starts to grow and starts to gain favor, all the haters come out because they can't grow their channels. And then all the haters come out of the woodworks, and then they want to start gatekeeping and telling the channel, don't have this person, don't have this person.
But
they don't watch my show because when has that ever worked?
Yeah. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. But
except the only time is if a stranger shows up that I don't know and somebody on the chat knows that person and says, "Oh, don't let him on. I know him from this panel," or "No, he's cool." I'll defer to that because I don't know the person. I'm seeing him for the first time. That's about the only time, though.
There's
this channel. He's a real asshole. Don't let him on. He does
the only
Bradley,
the only thing you should the only thing that you should ban, Jeff. The only thing that you should ban is Bradley's t-shirts. You should ban that t-shirt. That t-shirt should not be on here.
I'm not one to tell. This
You don't
is
like my Death Riders?
Bradley's his own man.
This is actual merch. This is a merch t-shirt from the Death Riders. There's a wrestling group called the Death Riders, and they sell a white t-shirt. It's just white.
Well, Bradley does it.
Well, you're
Bradley
selling
very
it now.
bottom. It says Death Riders right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's small.
But Bradley, does it come with lactation stains, like free lactation stains from the nipples? Does it come with that?
He shouldn't be in here. He's got the Canadian flag to his left. If he turns the cam to the left, Canadian flag.
Look, it's there. Look, Jeff, the stain is there. Look.
Oh my God, milk stains. Oh my God. So you lactate. Oh Lord.
Oh, Billy.
Oh no.
Would you?
You gave a troll a bone.
Oh, this one's not working.
Your one udder is
So
working.
it does.
Your one udder.
It does
Your one udder is dried up. The dried up udder.
Probably cancer.
How did you?
Untrackable. Untrackable's gonna throw up. He's gonna throw up watching these.
How do you produce milk? How did you do that? Did you like take a lot of like
trackable?
YouTube magic.
It's utterly terminable.
Take care, Mr. B. That bubble bath sounds nice. Right now.
I tried to say
time for my bubble bath. Yeah.
What strain you smoking there, brother?
Strain?
Yeah.
It sure is.
No, what strain are you smoking?
Strain?
Yeah,
it sure is.
Is that the strain? It sure is.
It sure is a strain.
Show is.
Okay.
What are strains?
Well, marijuana
varieties.
Yeah, the varieties.
And they can vary from indica to sativa.
And they have different names and stuff.
Orange.
Orange.
Is that a strain?
Well, it could be.
I mean, want to talk about strains? Some people call it a colander, and some people call it their drawer. It's
no, it's the type of plant or the variety of plant. The name they gave it. They have names for it. Like with the dispensaries, you could buy any. They got a whole bunch of different names. It's weird shit.
It's raspberry blue.
There you go. You figured it out.
It's banana.
Raspberry blue.
It's banana hammock.
Stop.
He didn't even read the label. He saw weed and he smoked it.
No, I like sativa.
Yeah, me too, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. The other kind is kind of weird, isn't it? What the fucking you can't find sativa too much.
I know.
What is the other kind? Sativa and
Indica.
Yeah.
Indica.
Well, they're all hybrids, but you got to find something that's sativa leaning. That's the best you
It's
can
hard
do.
to find a pure sativa.
Sativa.
Well, can't see in mixed breed fucking stuff. Like I don't deal with that now. All I do is smoke the crack. Smoke the crack.
Whoa. Satina makes me
smoking the crack.
Smoking the crack.
Smoking the crack in the morning.
Be careful. Watch out for fentanyl.
Yeah.
No, you don't smoke that. Gotcha.
No, that you end up one of those zombies.
No.
You're able to carry your milk home.
Years, and the drug dealers keep saying no, so I don't know what to tell them anymore.
But we can do you a good deal.
Just say no.
That's a big thing, the fentanyl crisis is a big thing. I mean, it literally.
how is that good for your market if you're a dealer?
Well,
like your clients are incapacitated; they can't even transact.
They can't buy it.
Listen. They told Dr. Kevorkian in the exact same thing.
I don't think he was doing the same thing.
Well, fentanol's been around for a long time. They've been using fentanyl in surgeries.
But now they put that
anesthetics.
xylazine in it that makes them into zombies.
Yeah,
they
hunch over and they freeze and then they're stuck in place. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen.
I saw a documentary about Jack Kevorkian, and it kind of seemed like he was a good person. Everyone makes him out to terrible person when you hear that name, Jack Kevorkian. But what he was doing is helping people that were in pain. There are people that are horribly tortured with their ailments that they can't control. They're just and we can't. There's nothing we can do about it because we don't want to kill people. Of course, that's a rule.
I mean, if you're in that
by themselves,
but I mean, if you're in that state where you're gonna be terminally passed away and you're in a lot of pain, it's called the 38 to your head, and then you're gone. So I mean, it is what it is. But a lot of people can't do it. They can't do it because they think that if someone
let's stop talking about this.
I know, right?
Okay, my bad. Sorry about that.
I apologize for bringing it up.
Oh, I didn't know it was mainly when it got to Mike.
Not clean.
Can we get back to the
respectful way to be? Whatever. That's all I'm saying. Never mind. And he helped people to be proper and respectful about it. That's all I want to say. So I want to say, what you're saying is not proper and respectful. And
either one is. You're still ending your existence. It's just you're letting someone do it for you, other than you doing it yourself. So basically, the morality is that if someone does it for you, maybe possibly if they're religious, they feel like they're not taking their life; they're giving their life to someone else to take. I think it's a morality issue. I think that's what the whole thing was.
Like contraption where you just like pull the string or something. I don't
know. No, it would have been an injection, and you pass away after an injection. That's what it would have been.
Yeah. But they were being tortured. That's all I'm talking about. Whatever. That's all I'm saying.
The thing is that it's got to be horrible to be in that kind of pain. And it does make people
worse than death. You ever hear that saying? A fate worse than death.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in excruciating pain after surgeries, but I've never wanted to K-word myself. But I mean, also, if you are terminally, ill,
that's not what we're talking about.
But if you are,
I'm not talking about any of this because we're supposed to be moving on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Terminally ill are people who are going to die on their own. That's terminal. Terminal is die on your own. These are people that are in constant pain and they're not going to die. They're not going to die. They're in constant pain.
No, terminal. We can die.
Foot done. Foot. Sorry.
No, terminal is you're going to pass.
Yes, we can talk about gay stuff.
Foot.
What gay stuff would you like to talk about?
Terminal
Bradley?
means you're going to die. Foot. Sorry. Foot. Sorry. Foot.
Yeah. I got you.
All right, so now we have to think of a new subject to talk about before we can move on, because we're just gonna sit in silence, and then if we sit in silence, we're gonna start talking about the fucking thing again.
Okay, we have gay stuff. We have butt plugs. There's plenty we can talk about.
I want to talk about gay stuff and butt plugs.
Right, that should be right up your alley.
It's right up my alley.
I would like to kick personally. I would like to kick off the gay stuff talk by telling each and every one of you all, because I believe you all are men, that I love you.
Oh.
And I want the best for you. I can't give it to you, but I want it for you. So thank you.
I don't identify as that.
You
I
cannot
identify as
say
kangaroo.
we got Seth
The
Rogen looking.
The funniest, getting to the gay talk, the funniest thing ever was when someone asked Doc, well, if someone bit him on the tip of his, you know what, would you remove it? He's like, nope, sorry, buddy. Can't help you. It's like, yes. Dude, Doc is the ultra alpha male. He's like, sorry, can't help you, bud. Can't help you. See you later.
Who's Doc?
He's a swallower. He likes to swallow.
Doc Holliday? Who's Doc?
We're talking about Lord Doc of the night. Doc's like, nope, sorry, man, can't help you out. Because the whole adage of if a snake bit you on, you know what, and there's venom, would you suck it out? And Doc's like, nope. Sorry, can't help you, man. It was awesome. He was just like, no, I'm not going there.
Can I talk? Yes, I can talk.
Because there could be an accident. You could suck out the wrong thing. It's not the poison. He got the cum. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what else would there be? There'd be two little holes and they'd be full of it. What else would there be to suck out? Like, there's nothing.
If it was on the head of the dick, it would look like a bowling ball with two little holes and then the one hole there. You know, if you're sucking out the two holes, you might.
Wait, is it on the head?
Don't forget, you're missing a big point here, boys. Listen, I'll tell you the fucking truth. If I had your man there that looked like fucking Seth Rogen or the other one or any of you men, and I wouldn't give a fuck if it bit you on your ankle. I ain't sucking any part of your fucking body to get the fucking snake.
That is it.
So we know not to go hiking with you.
That is it. I'm going to Hollywood and I'm going to go fucking write to Seth Rogen. I'm going to say, hey, people keep calling me you, Seth Rogen. People keep calling me you, and I am a stunt artist, and I want to be your stunt double.
Try it. Let us know what happens.
And he'll say,
come to the show.
Do you have some lifts? And I'll go.
He'd say, yeah, but like that, you're talking about films 10 years ago. I've lost four.
He's probably like 4 feet taller than me.
We have two butt plugs stalking each other in the chat.
Bradley Rogan. Oh my God.
I am a butt plug, a little butt plug. I like to shove my head up your ass.
That would make you the butt plug. My life is a butt plug.
I am a butt plug. A little butt plug.
Bradley, just come out. Just come out of the closet. Just come out of the closet, dude.
I thought he's already been out like 2 or 3 times by now.
No, I'm not. I'm not a gay. I'm not a gay person.
I never thought you were, because the first time we met you, you had I thought she was a wife, but I guess a very strong girlfriend.
Yes. No, I think penises are gross. If I touched a penis, it would feel gross.
Would you suck the poison out of it?
No. Well, yes, I'm a good person. So
we need like a safe hiking, like men can go hiking with and feel comfortable
in this real life scenario
each other
where
if they encounter a snake.
If I had to literally suck a poison, if the poison was literally in your dick, and I had to suck it, and I could do that, if that was a possibility
to save
your life, yes, I would. Of course, I would. I would say
I've
villain.
seen it.
Well, I don't know. You sound confident now, but you just got to say the complete opposite.
But
But
now
if
you're
the- but Bradley-
I'm
of
so confident
course.
I'm going to suck the cum out too. I'm not going to suck
But
the cum out.
Bradley,
Well, that's what
but
I'm trying to
Bradley-
figure out. Is it if
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the is the two was it on the head or the shaft?
is
Because
this
I
a
was
bullshit?
picturing the
a lie?
shaft this whole time.
Are you just lying to me? Are you not really
No,
bitten by a snake?
I might be understanding the exercise wrong.
If you're not really bitten by a snake,
But
you're
even
just
if it's on the
tricking me,
head,
that's
to me, you
that's
would be
not a
able to
good-
tell
I'm
that
not- I
like
don't wanna
one of
do
those
this. I
holes
don't
would
wanna-
look more different than the other two.
No,
And
Well,
probably
Bradley,
not have
Bradley,
blood
what if
coming out of
someone,
it.
Bradley, what if someone tricked you? What if someone tricked you? They took like
That's
a
what I'm
Sharpie,
saying.
right? They took a Sharpie and they put
No.
2 little dots on their pee-pee, right? And they're like,
That's
"Oh,
what
I
I'm
got
saying.
bit. You got
No,
to get the poison." And Bradley's like,
no,
and then
no.
and then the guy's like, no, Bradley, and the guy's like, "Ha ha ha, I tricked you," and you're like, but you're like,
What
Bradley's
was
like,
that
"Fuck it,
noise?
it actually is kind of cool," and you just keep going. Would you just keep going?
No, I wouldn't keep going. No, I go, hey asshole, don't trick me. I push him. I
That's
probably
not what it
push him.
sounds like.
I probably give him like a
Oh.
little push. I say, hey, you asshole, I was trying to save your fucking life. I thought you were dying. And I
But
put my
Bradley,
lips
what
on
if you had?
your
But
chest.
Bradley, what
Now
if you
it's
had? What if you
gross.
had Bradley?
No,
And
it's
what if
What if
they
you had
said,
one of-
well, it was streaming the whole time?
it's gross. I wouldn't like it.
But Bradley, what if you had one of your sexy bathrobes on? One of your sexy bathrobes, your sexy silky bathrobes. Would you keep going? Like, would you keep going?
$20.
Nothing sounds like
Just saying.
that.
You think my bathrobe is sexy? No, it does sound. If somebody did that to my cock, that would feel good.
That's how it would sound?
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
Oh, God.
If somebody did it to my cock,
Oh, boy, do I have a lot
that
to
would be
learn.
fucking awesome, dude. Are you kidding me? You wouldn't like that?
Bradley,
No,
does your oh no, Bradley, does your beard ever
Goldfish-
scratch a man's
no,
taint?
it's
Have
called
you ever
the
irritated a
goldfish.
man's taint with your beard, like scratching
No,
his
I
taint? And you're
haven't.
like,
But I would love
Like
it if
that?
somebody goldfished my dick. That's what it's called. When somebody goldfishes your dick.
I don't know anything
I
about
want
that.
that. You
I don't know
wouldn't.
anything
You,
about
you
that.
wouldn't goldfish my dick, please.
Listen, you're on
Mike,
the
please
fucking map.
goldfish my dick. Do it
No,
again.
thank you, Bradley.
Do it again. I'm
Oh, wait,
drinking
hang
off.
on.
Hang
Si
on. I'm
wants
about
to
to
cut
come.
in.
Do it again. Do it some more. I'm about to come. I'm drinking off.
Stop it.
Oh, 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 I've already come and you're still doing it. Ah!
Listen, you're all supposed to be so smart. What you need is a flag system. If you go out walking in the desert or walking on the mountains, you have a flag system. You can go like red, green, and amber, right? And then like if you were bitten in the top half, you could put like the amber flag up.
Nobody's going to carry that, do that.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
listen,
I'm sorry.
A flag.
I'm sorry,
Exactly.
Pat S. I'm sorry, Pat S. I'm sorry, but I'm not gay. It's all jokes. It's all fun. No, I'm sorry, Pat S.
No, you
Sorry,
just
Pat
made
S.
me come. No,
Yeah.
you're gay now. That's what that
Sorry,
means.
Pat S. Sorry about that.
Listen,
Yeah,
how many people
Oh,
walk past?
no, come on. No,
because a straight man can joke about it and not feel weird about it.
He's
A straight guy can do that.
made me come, and that
Yeah.
makes him gay.
Mike, you're also wearing a Yankee cap. So tell me you're gay
course.
without telling
Mike.
me you're gay.
The Yankees, man. The 27-time world champs, bro. Come on, man.
Answer me
The
Pat,
greatest baseball team
I've
of
said
all
this
time.
many times before. He does not set off my gaydar.
Mike,
No,
are
he's not
you
gay.
are you not gay?
No.
If you
No,
I
made
keep
me
telling
Not
the
at all.
world, no.
even if you
Not at
didn't
all.
know what you were doing and you made me come, doesn't that make you a little
But
gay?
they think they know gay people better than I do. So
Yeah. So Bradley, the whole thing is that there are certain straight men that can be friends with gay people. There are certain straight men that can joke
And
around
make them
because they
come?
feel no. Hear me out. Because they're confident to where they don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. But no, I am not. And if I was, I'd be proud to be that. I would be proud to be that way. I
Okay.
wouldn't
No.
lie about it. I'd be open about it.
Can
But if
I
you made
ask?
another man come, does that make you gay? That's my question. If you made another man come, like even if
Yeah,
you're
well-
not intended to do
It would never happen, Bradley. It would never
gay
happen.
isn't
Sorry.
it's
No,
what you're
it already
attracted
did. You
to.
made me
It would
come.
never happen. Yeah,
Remember
no, it
you
would
made
never
that
happen.
noise? I came
When I
to
look
that.
when I look at a guy, when I look at a man, if I see someone like Brad Pitt or
No,
George
just-
Clooney, I say, man, that's a handsome guy. I wish I looked like him. I wish I had those kinds of features. It doesn't mean I want to get with the dude. I don't
You're
want to touch the
understanding
guy.
me. You're not
It's just I
understanding
admire their looks and their class. That's
Right.
all.
You're not
Their
understanding
style.
what I'm saying. I just
Yeah.
have a simple question: yes or no? If you made another man come, even if you didn't know what you're doing, does that make you gay?
Bradley,
Brad,
it would never happen, Bradley. It would never
No.
happen. That's an open-ended question. It would never happen.
How if you don't know what you're
It would
doing?
never happen.
It did happen. You made me come. Remember,
Well,
you were
then that
making
makes
that
you.
noise?
Well, so Bradley, if another man, if another man made a noise that made you ejaculate, that means Bradley, you're a homosexual. You're a gay man.
Is that not also? You were the one making.
You're no, not at all. Because I was doing it in jest. I was doing it in jest. I was joking. I wasn't intending on making you do that.
Same question that
But you enjoyed it so much.
All right. Well,
Bradley,
what's the next topic?
Do
I
not,
guess the gay
do not, Bradley. Don't do this. Don't do this, Bradley.
What's another topic?
Bradley, I'm not looking. I'm not looking to troll tonight.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Bradley, I'm not looking to troll tonight. Don't make me rip you. Just stop. Just stop.
He's threatening
Stop.
to troll.
You don't get this often, by the way.
Yeah,
also
ready to go.
Except
that other day where we tried to get him to troll, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Does that make you gay? If you make another man come, even if
let's hear from Untrackable.
If you say no, it's fine. You can say no. Just say no. It's fine. Yes or no? Does it make you gay if you make another man come?
Untrackable's talking.
Okay, go ahead.
You're a funny guy, Brad. I think you're really fucking funny, Bradley. And listen, I'd ride you a biscuit, so I ain't talking about the gay thing, so don't bother me.
All right, go ahead, Track.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to bust anything up, but before we end this topic, because I know you want to move on, I just want to say I'm totally gay. And that's how I get along with so many people, is because I'm down for whatever. My business, I live the way that I do, and everybody else can mind their own goddamn business about the way I get along. But I do love talking to you.
So Untrackable, what you're saying is that that's actually not gray hair in your beard. It's something else.
It's basically.
Oh no, my channel is actually turning people gay.
So get it out.
No, it's a metaphor for how easily I can share the love without really, getting into how you survive. Because
you are kind of like a straight gay guy. That gays had that power.
Untrackable. If I ever met you, Trackable, if I ever met you in real life, and I saw you with heels on, I'll never talk to you again. I mean, we're done.
Yes,
if you walk around with heels and stuff,
he's already been in here. He told us he's already been in heels.
If I ever saw Untrackable with heels on, I'd run as fast as I ever did.
No, Bradley, you'd run towards him. You'd be like, Untrackable, hey boo. You'd like jump in his arms and everything.
I didn't say.
And you talking about running away from me. It was one of a unit's mottos. It's like, you can run from the Manchu, but you will only die tired.
Oh.
Yes. That's an old sniper quote. You can run, but you only die tired. It's a sniper quote. Yeah, you're right. You'll only die tired.
What if you're serpentine?
Back to the serpents.
No, now we're talking about unaliving people again.
But Bradley, did you fall in love with Daddy Untrackable? I mean, would you admit that you fell in love with Daddy Untrackable?
No, I fell in love with you because you were making that noise. You were going, and now
Bradley. Well, you're barking up the wrong tree, Bradley. You're barking up the wrong tree. At least Untrackable admitted he wears heels, so that you might want to go that route. That route.
You make me feel like you know what to do with a penis. That noise you were doing,
just that noise alone makes you feel that.
Yes,
this is disgusting humor. Honestly,
I'm sorry. It's your fault. It's all your fault.
Bradley, is there a dildo under do you have a dildo under your hat? Just asking.
No, I have a dildo under my ass.
Yikes.
What? That wasn't funny? Come on.
No, dude. Sorry.
Mike, you made another man come. Live with it.
Well, that's up to you if that's what you did. It's up to you.
No, it's not up to me. It's just what I did. It's
Bradley, you start.
Okay,
You
why are
actually
y'all
start.
so fixated on this
Yes.
topic? Like, y'all can't seem
Yeah.
to leave it, especially
Bradley, you're starting to piss me off. So I'm just going to be nice.
What do you?
You're starting to you're starting to piss me off.
I'm not
So
doing
no, I'll leave it
anything,
alone.
man.
I'll leave Jeff. I'll leave it.
Just
Jeff, I'll leave it
saying.
alone. I'll leave it alone.
How is it pissing you off? Come on.
You're starting to get on my nerves, dude. You're starting to get on my nerves. You don't want the troll to come out. You don't want it.
So you're saying you see, the answer is yes. If you make another man come, you're gay. So
No,
you didn't make you okay. So I'm going to tell you, you didn't make another man come, so you're not gay. All right.
So in other words, if a man looks at another man like on a poster or like a photo shoot, and that man pledges himself to that picture, that doesn't make the man in the picture gay.
No, the man in the picture didn't actively do something.
It makes you gay. It makes you gay. So Bradley, why don't you come out and admit that you're a gay man? Because I think you are. I don't think there's no wife. I think you're a homosexual, Bradley.
I don't think
that's what I honestly, because you're not you're not believable. I think that you are gay, or at least bisexual, That's what I think you are. But I am not, sir. I appreciate you. Whatever you want to do in your personal life is up to you. But don't associate me with your personal preferences. I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate. I've been very nice to you, and I don't want to go there. Don't want to go there.
No.
Okay.
Someone once asked me. They said, "Bradley,
I'm going to give you the last warning. Do not make me do it."
Oh, last warning.
Yeah, that's your last warning. Because I will rip Bradley.
Let me on the warning too. What is exactly you're going to do?
Just troll the shit out of him. Troll the shit out of him. And I don't want to. I'm not. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to have a great conversation.
Right. You said you were done with all that.
I am, but he keeps poking and prodding like a weirdo.
That's not.
You're Bradley. You're like a gay. You're like a gay stalker.
But Mike,
like
you know better than anybody that you're letting the troll
around. What I'm doing is joking around. And let me tell you something else, Mike. You said a lot about your personal life. How much about my personal life do you actually know? Because you have said a lot about your actual personal life that I could say a lot of fucking shit about and make a lot of funny jokes.
Bring it, Bradley. You want to go there? You want to go there? Bring it. Bring it, bitch. Bring it. Now it's on. Bring it.
It's literally on Patch's page.
Bring it.
Sponsored by.
Because I'm not talking about your personal life, but you keep focusing on me because you're a fucking weirdo.
Thank you.
You're talking about a man made you come for making a noise, dude. You're fucking weird. You're a fucking weirdo.
Okay,
you're a weirdo, dude. You're a joke.
But you know weirdos hang out here. It's weird. The weirdos.
You're a weirdo, dude. You're a weirdo, dude. You're a weirdo.
Mike,
but other than that, I'm gonna regress because I don't want to engage you anymore. You're a fucking weird guy. I don't want to talk to you, dude. You're a weirdo. You're a strange guy.
What is it called?
You're very strange.
Bradley, I've been there. You're too weird for him. I know what that's like.
I know.
You're just strange. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to associate with you. You're a weirdo.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're just filibustering over me.
Filibustering? No, you're a fucking weirdo. You're a creep. Okay. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to conversate with you.
Are you trolling right now by calling me a creep?
I just don't want to talk to you, dude. So go ahead and talk to someone else. We're all having a good conversation.
All right. Well, it's Jeff's show, so I guess I'll talk to him because I'd rather talk to him because he gets jokes. You don't.
Dude, you have the worst humor of anyone I've ever seen. You're not funny.
Fine.
You're not funny. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo.
Mike, you just said you didn't want it to talk to you.
You're a weirdo creep. You're a weirdo creep.
Mixed messages.
It's cool. You're a weirdo creep. Go ahead. Talk to Jeff. Watch how dead it goes. Go ahead. Talk to Jeff, Bradley. You carry it. Bradley, you carry it. Go ahead. Carry it.
You're trying to fucking...
No, just ignore it. What's up? Like, what'd you do today? How was your day?
It was long, very hard. I'm very fucking tired today, so... Yeah. I was trying to fucking joke around and shit. But Mr. talks way about his real actual fucking life and thinks that he can fucking... Don't you have to fucking know something to troll somebody, or... I don't know what troll... I guess I don't know.
But there's something that fixates people on it, and they get drawn into it like a vortex. They're like incapable of not trolling when it's around. And I see it happening with you and him.
I don't mind asking a question. Bradley, do you have kids?
I'm not going to tell you anything about my personal life.
Because you don't, because a man can't have kids
I'm
with a
not going
man.
to tell
That's
you
why.
anything about my personal
Yeah,
life.
why not? Why
He's
not?
not.
I know
This is an
you're
open panel. This is an open panel. We talk about everything. We discuss things. We share things.
See, you
That's
did
what we
share
do here.
things. So I know you're a deadbeat dad, but you don't know anything about me. I could be. Maybe I am. Maybe I
I'm a
left my
deadbeat. I'm a
family because I
deadbeat
can't
dad.
You
consult
don't
myself,
seem
just
like
like
a
you.
deadbeat dad.
What the fuck are you talking about, you faggot? What are you talking about?
Mike,
What are
I'm
you
gonna have to take
talking
you off the
about?
panel. I'm serious.
I'm serious. He's calling me a
Don't call me
I'm,
the
deadbeat.
other F
What the
word.
fuck is that?
I
What
told
is that
you
about?
you spoke too much about your actual life.
see, we thought we were gonna have to worry about you trolling him. You said not to let you loose or something like that. And I said, what does that mean? You see, you're gonna troll the shit out of him.
Do you want me to do it, Jeff? I can
Is
do it
No,
if you
but
trolling the
I
shit
want.
out
think
of
you're
me
the one
just
being trolled. Like it
is
was
trolling the shit
Bradley
out of
all
me just
along that we
calling me
have to
the other
worry
F
about.
word and getting kicked
See,
off the panel?
I've been really cool. I've been chill. I don't want to tonight. I don't want to go there tonight. I
You can
don't.
call me the other F word all you want. You're just gonna get
I
kicked off
don't
the
want to
panel.
go there tonight. So Jeff, if this is
You
what you want, I'll
already
just
did.
drop. I'll just
You already
drop. It's
did.
cool. It's cool. I'm not looking for that tonight.
I told you you spoke too much about your real life. So don't try and troll me because you don't know anything about my real life. And you tried to ask me, and I'm not going to tell you because that's how trolls work. You lost.
Okay.
How do you know so much about how trolls work?
Actually, I don't, but I figure they try to get at people and say shit to make them wig out. You know, that's what I think. Isn't that how trolls work? They say fucked up shit and get them to
Jeff,
flip
do you
out.
want me to snap on this guy? Do you want me to blow up on him? I
No, I
can if
don't
you
want you
want.
to snap.
I can if you want. I mean, I'll
I
rip him
don't
apart. I
want.
mean, I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want
It
to
sounds
go there.
like
I mean,
you
I
want
feel
to, but
great.
I do
I
not
feel
want you
great
to.
tonight. I feel great tonight. I'm not looking for that. That's not what I came
I
up
want you
for.
to
And I
continue
promised
feeling
you. I
great
promised
tonight,
you last
but
time. I'm not going to do it again.
I
I
told
promise
you
you that.
not
I
to.
don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. So if
So
this is
I
how
don't
it's
think
going to
he
be,
wants to have this conversation.
yeah, I don't
Well,
want
I don't
that.
think there's a
I'm here to have a
conversation.
good
I think he's going to
conversation.
go into some kind of weird rant about bullshit he's just going to make up in his head. I don't think it's going to be a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If that's what he means by trolling.
So you're not missing anything.
I don't know what he.
I
I don't know what he thinks he's going to do. What do you? I
He's
really
right
want to know.
here. You
Actually,
can tell him.
I want to know what the fuck you think you're going to do when you're going to go to king. You're the king of trolls, right? What do you think you're going to do? I think you're too
Did
old.
I say I was the king of trolls? Did I say
Something
that?
like that. Like
yeah.
Once again, this is not what I'm looking for tonight. It's not what I'm looking for. So once again,
All
if
right,
this is how it's going to be, I don't have to be here. I don't
Well, what
need
are
to be
you
here.
looking for?
I'm looking for a chill
No, we're not doing
conversation.
it.
Looking
We're
for a
all
chill
cool. We're
conversation.
all cool.
You're not.
Done. We're
Yeah.
done. You don't want to do it. We're done.
Trackable's
Fine.
gonna
We're
have to
all
come back
cool. I'm
for that
sorry.
because
I
you're definitely not getting
apologize.
that from Bradley.
I am drunk. I'm getting out of hand. I apologize. We are not going there. That's what you want to do.
You're always like this, though. Are you
You're
always
always
drunk?
drunk, Bradley. You're always drunk.
So that's what I'm telling you. I apologize. I am drunk. We are getting out of hand. You don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. That's what we're going to do. So let's drop.
Is that what it is, Bradley?
I am sorry. I am a other F word.
Jeff, I hope I catch you on another panel. I'm not going to do it here. I'm not going to do it here. I promise you, I'm not going to do it here. Come to another panel where I'm at and watch what happens. And watch what happens, bro.
I'm sorry.
Watch what happens. Watch what happens.
Okay, I want to hear what
But
he
anyway,
has
I'm
to say.
not. I told Jeff I was out of pocket the other night, and I'm not going to do it again. I told you that, Jeff. I'm not going to do it again.
A hot pocket.
I'll say this. I'm a bit of a panel whore, and I recognize the places that I go and the reasons why I go there. And it's not every door is what you're feeling right now, you know. So Jeff did put wild panel in the title, and y'all got wild.
Ooh.
But y'all have been here enough to know, the decorum and the etiquette and the respectfulness of to watch your mouth with the certain things that you say as far as specific words, but also how you just go back and forth at each other. It's like, hey, if you want a boxing ring, why don't one of y'all open a channel and invite the other, and you guys can just go at it. But I don't feel disrespected. I really don't think Jeff feels disrespected. However, it's a proof that, there's no moving on from how much you guys can scream at each other. There will be no limits. Every time you see each other, it's going to be like, hey, remember yesterday? Remember yesterday? Well, guess what? There's going to be a tomorrow. And what are you going to say tomorrow? Remember yesterday?
No.
Feel me?
Yeah, I understand. That's why, Mike, I apologize. I got out of hand. I'm sorry. All right. You don't have to, please don't troll me. All right. I got
Yeah,
out of hand.
Jeff.
Me.
Jeff, I'm sorry, man. This is not. Yeah, this is. I came back, to be cool and have a great conversation.
Yeah,
I'm not looking
you
for
have
this.
been for the most part.
I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for this on this panel. I got out of hand the last stream, and I apologized to you. And I said, look, next time I come up, I'm not going to be like that.
Well,
But the problem is that you have drunken people that come up and they want to try to pick and prod. And you called me a deadbeat
but it
dad.
works.
Dude, Bradley, you are a piece of garbage to even say that to somebody. It's garbage is not cursing.
You're right.
But the thing is that you don't know me.
I told
you. You don't apologize. You don't apologize. You don't apologize at all.
All right, fine.
You don't apologize.
Okay.
And you make it not less mental, more mental. That's the worst part.
That's I got a hand. I'm
the
sorry.
Real danger.
I know he says I can't apologize, but I'm just apologizing. I don't know what else I can do. I'm sorry.
I know you said this happens every night anyway. Like it's a drunk apology.
I don't know what trolling means.
Until the next time I get drunk and do the exact same thing again.
He was threatening me with something. I don't know what trolling means. I don't know what that is. And my only point is that he said too much about his own personal life. So
that was an extreme reaction to not knowing what a word meant.
I guess so. But I had to prove a point. And my point was that he told too much about his own personal life, and I haven't. So I didn't know what he meant, how he was going to be able to troll me and win when I know more about him than he knows about me. That was my point. So I'm sorry I got out of hand. I took it too far, and that was wrong. I apologize. I don't want to upset people. I'm not here to upset anyone. I want to make people laugh and have a good time. These people's personal lives, and he's right. I'm a fucking drunk, and I got out of hand. So that's where we're at. And I apologize. He says he doesn't want an apology, so whatever. I don't know what I can do. So that's where it is. That's where we're at.
There's something in words too. Words mean something because they have like definitions. Yeah. And to me, the word apology means I'm going to do better. So you have the word of your apology, but then now you have to prove it by doing better. Otherwise, the words that come out of your mouth don't mean a fucking thing.
Yeah, but how long does it take to do better? I don't know.
Thank you, not loss. Well, that's the point. If it's the same, if it's a pattern and it's going to be the same thing every time, then none of that is.
I don't like being threatened. Okay, that's the thing. You back me up against a wall, I might bite you. Please.
Yeah, I understand.
Don't threaten me. And you might get bit. That's what happened here. And I got out of hand.
I think you were both feeling threatened and hyper-reacting.
I don't know. I was joking around.
Yeah, sorry, I lost connection. I had to go outside. The Wi-Fi is acting crazy.
So am I.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So, like I said, I came up here in good faith and just to have a good conversation. So.
Well, I think we're all chill now.
I don't think so. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm debating just jumping off because probably don't want to be on panel with this person because I mean, what you said about my kids, that's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up.
I was going to ask you if you accept my apology.
No, I don't expect your apology. You talk my deadbeat dad. What are you talking? My kids love me. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about my kids? Why would you talk about my children?
He said,
why would you do that?
You brought up your kids.
No, Jeff. I was talking about my son coming to visit next week, which I'm excited for. I'm excited to see my son. I haven't seen my son in 6 months. That's all. But you said
Mike,
that I'm a dead. But Brad, no, hold on.
In my opinion,
Hold on. Then you said I'm a deadbeat dad. So Bradley, you can go fuck yourself. Why would you talk about my children? I'm a great father. Why would you even say that? Why would you say that?
not in my opinion.
Why would you bring up someone's children, Bradley? Why? Why would you do that? That's not funny. That's not comedy.
Not in my opinion.
Yeah. You're a dirtbag, is what you are. You're a dirtbag trying to get funny laughs and shit.
You're not a great dad in my opinion.
You wouldn't say, well, I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
He said you're not a great dad after he
my
just
opinion,
apologized.
In my opinion.
See, y'all are both yo-yoing back and forth.
I'm not a great dad? How would you know that?
In my opinion.
How? How would you know that?
From the little I know, from what you have said about your real life.
What are you talking about? My kids love me. I have a great relationship with my kids. What are you talking about?
Fine. You said you haven't seen
what
him
the
in 8
fuck?
months.
Dude, drunken Bradley, what are you talking about?
You said you haven't seen him in 8 months.
6 months. He's in Canada. He's 24 years old. He's 24 years old. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? He works in Canada. Are you out of your fucking mind?
See, I don't think it's possible for y'all to be on the panel together and not fight.
But
Y'all
Jeff,
just
he called me a dead. My son is 24 years old. I haven't seen him in 6 months because he's in Canada working. He's a contractor in Canada. Bradley, you don't work. You're lying. You're drunk every day. And you come on panel drunk as hell.
He did admit that part.
All right. So that's why I apologized at first, because I made a mistake. But from what he was saying, I based an opinion from what you were saying.
You would never say anything like that to a man's face. You want to sit there in your little bathrobe and talk about someone's.
I would.
No,
I'd make the same jokes,
Bradley, Bradley, no, you wouldn't.
If you got real, I
Bradley,
would
you're a
tell
pussy.
you
Bradley, you're a pussy. You're a fat little pussy who sits in a bathrobe. That's what you are. You called someone a deadbeat dad for no reason. Why would you even say that? Why would
you said it was based on things you said about yourself.
Based on things you said.
Myself, what? That I love my son and he's in Canada?
But you didn't say any of that stuff, that how old he was or the relationship. It made it sound like you're on you're parted from your wife and you haven't seen your kids in a while. That's what it made it sound like. What you're telling me.
Oh, so he made an inference.
That's none of your business what it is. But no, my son is 24 years old. My son is 24. So why don't you ask a question before you ask? Why don't you ask a question before you say something? Bradley, you don't have kids. No woman will ever fuck you, Bradley.
I told you I'm not saying anything about my
Yeah, because you don't have kids, Bradley. You're a drunken bum. You sit in your room all day and night and get drunk.
Stop attacking.
No, he's okay.
So now, no, you called me a deadbeat dad. You don't know anything about me. You don't know anything about me. See, you want the troll to come out, Bradley. You want the troll to come out, and I don't want to troll you. I don't want to rip you apart. I don't want to.
Probably just don't talk to him.
How would you rip me apart?
Bradley, I've trolled you in the past. I've ripped you to shreds, made you look like a fucking drunken moron. Me and Moose destroyed you on panel before.
No, I remember you both like.
You're a moron, Bradley. You're a moron. You're a joke of the panel. You're a joke of the panel. All right, listen. All right, so Jeff, I'll stop. Jeff, I did not want this tonight. I came up at a good faith. And he talked about my kids. There's no reason to talk about someone's children. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it.
Brothers and sisters. My point was that you brought up about your real life, and the only assumption I could make about what you were saying is that you were, estranged from your wife, and you weren't.
I know, but you just admitted that was all an assumption. You didn't know the details.
That's right. I'm an honest person. I made a mistake, I guess. I think maybe.
Is that Moose?
That is Moose.
Brothers and sisters.
Moose, would you rip this moron for me, please? I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it.
He can't do it. He can't.
I'm here for the love and light, Brother Mike. I'm Mr. Talcott. I got the spirit of Jack.
Holy cows, man. Holy cows, man.
I'm gonna try to give Bradley some life coaching right now.
Okay.
Okay, Bradley.
All right, I'm listening.
All right, Bradley.
What's up, brother?
First thing you're gonna do is the opposite of what I'm about to do. Okay, I'm over here, brothers and sisters. I'm about to crack a cold one. And Bradley, this is coaching for you. See, you can't handle this. Me, I can handle that. So I'm gonna drink mine, and you just keep yours out of your hand for a little while, and maybe you'll sober up. And by the time you sober up, we'll all be friends, brothers and sisters. See, life coaching lesson number one: put the beer down, put the alcohol down, put the liquor down. Come to town. Praise God.
They don't though. They don't put it down. I think it's
I had a
harder than.
I had a long ass day, so
Yeah.
I cracked open a cold beer, but I feel uncomfortable drinking around alcoholics.
Mm.
Why?
I could be encouraging Bradley and his bad behavior.
Oh, I think no. He was behaving that way long before you showed up.
Yeah, I don't gatekeep. I don't gatekeep at all. I don't gatekeep. But like the dude he's yeah. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, Jeff. Whatever you want to do. But we were having fun before he went into all the personal stuff. Me saying I'm going to see my son because I haven't seen
But
him in
Mike,
6
that's
months.
what you do to other people. That's what you get
But the thing
accused of
is
all the
that
time.
doesn't make me a deadbeat dad. What is he talking about? Like that doesn't even make any sense.
No, but like how you go low.
But Mike, I wanted to interject before.
Yeah.
And it
I'm
has
sorry.
to do with the if you were having fun before and somebody comes up and calls you a name, does that stop the fun for everyone so that way you can address being called a name, or you just be like, yeah, okay, mind your business, move on with your life. Only you know what you are.
Yeah.
So somebody calling you a name and then abducting the panel for an hour, hey, you don't have to respond to the things that crazy people say to you
Yeah, that's what I
unless you
tried to
want
tell you.
to.
That you're like a troll should know when they're being trolled and not play into.
Well, he didn't troll me. He only trolled himself. He showed the world he's a drunken moron. That's what he showed. But I mean, it's all right. It's all good.
He trolled you some too.
No, not at all.
But you see how
Jeff, I'm
it
holding
doesn't
back, dude. I'm holding back like you wouldn't believe because I promise you I was going to hold back. I wasn't going to explode on your panel again. I'm not
Wow,
going to
that
do
was
it.
the
Thank
holding
you.
back version.
Yeah.
But you see what it looks like from the outside. It's like you
Yeah.
guys are playing tennis, like where you hit it as hard as you can, and it's 100+ miles an hour ball. You guys are doing this fluffy badminton bullshit where it kind of
Yeah.
floats down to
I
you.
like badminton.
I love this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. It shows me where I should be and where I shouldn't be. That's what it shows me.
But
Is
it's
Bradley
just
hitting the
this
bong right now, brothers and sisters?
taught me this, so every time I mention
Yeah,
something or get a chance to speak, I'm gonna fluff it back to him.
Yeah.
You guys are fluffing back and forth, and it's like, hey, if you want to have fun here, well, fucking engage everybody. Don't just fucking call each other names back and forth, wasting everybody's goddamn time.
Amen. Amen. He's preaching, brother. Untrackable, preach it.
Brother
And
said so.
Jeff, I just want you to know that I clicked that button, and it shared my StreamYard link. I thought I was clicking a button to pay to share. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna click the button again though. It's new.
oh. Is it the share your referral link thing?
Yeah. Can you delete that? Because I'm not on my computer.
Oh, sure, but no big deal.
I don't have a StreamYard
That's just
referral link.
something new they added.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
brothers and sisters, sorry, brother Mike, I just want one moment here. I'm gonna pray for you, Bradley. I have prayed for you. The first night I met you, brother Bradley, you said to everyone how you would be willing to get on your knees and praise Moose, and now you're gone, brother Bradley.
Yeah.
I guess is that a blessing or is it a curse, brothers
I
and
don't know. I think he
sisters?
just remembered. Oh yeah, this was the guy I was supposed to praise.
Yeah.
Let me get conveniently disconnected.
Conveniently disconnected.
Although
I
that
mean,
doesn't seem like Bradley. That's not in his character. He usually likes to stay and fight it out.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not healthy. It's just man, like I went after people the last stream and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna do that.
You
When I
did it
come
this
back, I'm not.
stream too.
Oh, Jeff, very, very lightly. The guy was saying the most
You
stupidest
almost
shit.
got yourself pulled.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll just step away. I'll step away. It's all good.
I mean,
I'll
no,
just,
it's. I mean, it's he's
yeah,
gone now.
I'll step away. It's all good. But it's no problem. I'll just go back to other channels. All I'm trying to say is that it's just, I'm trying to like be better and be chill. And this guy, this drunken moron, obviously a closeted homosexual, which is nothing wrong with that.
He's not a homosexual.
No, dude, that guy is gay as hell.
But they say that about you too. So.
Well, I'm not, but you could tell the difference in personalities. I'm not in a
Are you
bathroom.
talking about his shirt? Was he wearing the same shirt?
Pat,
Yeah.
I'm not taking money for mental breakdowns here. We're not hawking.
Yeah.
This is a mental health channel.
Yeah, it's all good. It's a disappointment. I wanted to come back tonight and just have a fun time and just have a good conversation.
You did for the most part, but you let yourself get thrown off by
not at all.
Very low tier troll games.
You're talking about my kids, and that's a no go. That's a no go. It's a no go for me. I shared something very nice.
But now also everybody that hates you now knows to talk about your kids more.
But they can do whatever they want because that just shows the scumbags that they are, like Bradley, like a drunken scumbag. He can talk about people's children. That's the weirdest shit ever. I mean, that's not cool, dude.
Brother Mike, look at the positive here. At least he's talking about other people's children and not touching them.
That's good. I'm just really turned off, man. I'm just turned off.
I get it. It's kind of rude, and it's it is rude talking about people's kids, calling somebody a deadbeat dad. That's not cool.
Yeah, my son's a grown man. I shared something touching. I was like, I haven't seen him in so long because he's up working in Canada. So he's coming back for a week to visit with me and the family. It's awesome. I can't wait. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a positive thing.
That's like me. My brother's flying out in August for my birthday. I haven't seen him in almost a year, and I'm stoked, man. Like family means more to me than anything. So it's like I get it. I do get it. Family's important.
And I'm kind of tired of being like too much of the center of attention with all these trolls and stuff and all the people coming up.
You make yourself that way.
No, not at all. I wasn't here last night, Jeff, and then they're just talking about me for what, an hour? And I'm kind of tired of it, man. It's not like a win or lose. It's like sometimes it might be time just to step away.
You're right. That's what I was going to say. There's nothing you can do about it. You can just
move on. Just move on to somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. But
just don't look at it for a while.
But the gatekeeping is just out of control. I can't believe you had 3 or 4 people trying to gatekeep for you in your channel, telling you who to have up and who not to have up, and what conversation you have and what not to talk about. It's like, dude, you're a grown ass man. Why are you telling this man what to have up and who to talk about and who? It's like, what the hell are these people thinking, man? It's like they're talking to you like you're a child. You're a grown ass man.
That's right, brother. You are a grown man.
But I'm glad you got some super chats, man. That's awesome, man. Get some McDonald's fries and stuff.
Yes, thank you, Pat.
Yeah. I had a blast. We had so much fun. I had so much fun on CT today. It was hilarious. I was in full troll mode. I was in full trolling the shit out of people.
Well, wait, I thought like today was your day to not troll.
No, that's a troll channel. We troll the shit out of people on that channel. I'm one of the major trolls up there. We troll the shit out of people. But this is not a troll channel. I told you when I came back, I was not going to troll. I just wanted to have a good conversation. I wanted to be chill. And then you have drunken Bradley up here just being an asshole. So that's cool. That's totally cool. It's cool, dude. It's all good. I'm not upset.
The positive thing about this, brother Mike, is you don't have to wake up as Bradley every day. You don't have to look in the mirror and see that V-neck that's all the way down to the belly button.
Yeah, we trolled the shit out of it. Me and you trolled the shit out of him that one night. Destroyed him that one night. So I was like, I felt bad about it. I felt bad about ripping him apart. And I think he held on to that hatred of him getting trolled so bad.
Oh, I forgot all about that. No, he seemed okay the next day.
Oh, we killed him. We ripped him apart. Me and Moose were 1-2ing him left and right. It was horrible. But yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
all good.
we are the ones here now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
what's kicking?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Moose, what's up with you? How are things going?
Just I don't know. I'm almost 4 months into the new job, kind of contemplating whether I really want to do it anymore.
Oh,
Mm.
Had a big meeting with my area coach and then his boss, and kind of like sat down and you know, it's hard, dude. It's hard. Like the employees that you get these days, they
Hmm.
don't give a fuck. Half the time they don't show up. Half the time they don't do their job. Like they don't give a fuck about being fired. It's so crazy. It's like we live in a different world where like I can understand why robots are going to take over the world because people don't actually want to do the job anymore. They literally just don't want to do it. And you could say, "Oh, that's bullshit," but like I've literally hired like 25 or 30 people already and I only have 16 working still.
oh my God. Do you end
Mm.
up like doing most of the work yourself?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So I'm getting tired. Getting tired.
Tough
Yeah,
business, man.
'Cause
Yeah, it's a
I
tough.
can
might
tell
burn
you,
out.
like, just for the regular military, you know, not your special operations, nothing. Just for the regular people that join and don't make it through, once they are issued into service, like basic training and stuff like that. I'm not talking about the ones that don't pass the paperwork, but the attrition rate it's probably 10%, if not less. Whereas you go out into public employment, you know, you're hiring the public, people without, you know, proper commitment, training, and stuff like that. It really doesn't matter what the job is. You're looking at like a 70% attrition rate of people that even if they do make it in and are capable of doing the job, the fact that they'll stay there for more than a year is so slim.
Yeah. Jeff, I'm gonna drop, and people are talking about my mom in chat, so I'm just gonna drop.
Who's talking about your mom?
Yeah, AC's butt plug. I don't need it anymore. I just don't need it. But yeah, it's all good, man. Like I said, it's just that's disgusting. But you know, your chat is basically full of people that just want to say the most disgusting, egregious shit, and it's cool,
Oh
man. They
yeah,
can they
this
can say what
is.
yeah, they can say whatever they want. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know, it's just it's gotten to the point. Maybe it's the well is poisoned. Maybe I don't know.
It's
I don't know
been.
what it is.
It's the same well that
Yeah,
showed
the
up
well
here
is poisoned,
a
but
year ago.
you're growing like wildfire, man. And I'm really, really happy for your channel, dude. You've since I've met you, you've doubled your numbers, so I'm really happy for you, man.
Ow.
I mean, you're killing it. You're killing it, man. Just keep going. You know.
Like when we use that phrase this day, it kind of it's like it takes two forms, you know, like you're killing it, like you're grinding it into the ground.
No, you're
Uh,
doing well. You're doing well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's doing well, but I think personalities are hard. You know, you find new people, and then they don't click with the old people, and then the old people have been around for a while, and they get disrespected, and then they're like, "Hey, well, I don't want to be here anymore." And so it's just a weird cycle. It's just a cycle of life.
No doubt. It's the panel verse, as they would say, right? Moose, the panel verse.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
retards.
Because it's funny because if and when I leave, these people are not going to come back. Like they're not here to hang out with Jeff. They're not here to like conversate. Like
But
they'll just
some of the
poof.
new people don't even know who you are. They're just
Oh, they
looking
do.
for places
Yeah,
to hang out and have
and
conversations.
that's awesome. And we always get along with those people. We always get along with those
I don't
people.
know. You were driving some of them away the other day. See,
Well, I was on a trolling binge, and that's why I told you I wasn't gonna.
right, but the trolling
Yeah,
causes problems when I'm trying to grow
right.
the community. Like you're
Gotcha.
driving people out of it with the trolling.
Gotcha. And I understand, and I apologize, and that's why I came back today to try to just be chill, and we've been chill. But Bradley dropping those things, he was saying, I'm not cool with that. So, and like I said, it's no big deal. I didn't ask him to be removed or anything like that.
But
I
do
didn't
you
say
think
anything
as
like
a
that.
troll, no, you did not. Do you think as a troll, if he was trying to get you in your head, that he did a good job? Like that was what he picked up right away, that was one of the
Right. No, I was
levers
suppressed.
to pull?
I suppressed myself because I promised you I wasn't going to go off tonight, and I that's what I was doing. I didn't want to go off. I didn't want to start raising my voice and yelling and being all crazy. I didn't want to do that tonight. So I kind of suppressed myself. Oh, he won. No, he won because I didn't react.
Because
If
he
I
let
s-
him win.
if I went into troll mode, I would have ripped him to fucking shreds if I would have went into troll mode. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that on your panel. I don't want to. So in closing, I mean, like I said, once again, the gatekeeping is there. They're going to keep coming, trying to get you to push people away, the older people away. They're going to try to keep renewing things. These people are snakes in the grass. They don't have your best interest in heart. They don't. They want to gatekeep and tell you who to have on your panel and for you to
Well, none
talk.
of it works, so it doesn't matter. They're just
Yeah.
wasting
And
their energy.
it's great. It's great. So, but I'm glad you got some money tonight. Get some fries, get some nuggets or something like that. Get some nuggies, get some fries. Yeah. It's awesome. Anything else?
Well, I mean,
I'm
we would get one of them McFlurries, but the fucking ice cream machine never works.
It never works. There's like a big conspiracy behind that. They said they don't do it on purpose. They make it broke on purpose because it's the most hard machine to clean and maintain in the restaurant. So they always say it's broken down because they have to clean it like every night. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I don't know. But that's why they always say it's not working because it takes a lot to clean that machine. But that's
Now,
it.
I do have some very personal experience with cleaning ice cream machines every single day. And I can tell you, it is hard to say that that machine is harder to clean or the dirtiest or nastiest thing to clean in the kitchen. Um, it they just they just want to pour some soapy water on it and just be done with it. But no, you have to take it out. You have to clean those gaskets because when that shit gets nasty, your your smooth vanilla starts looking like vanilla bean. But yes, it's not the end of the world to clean an ice cream machine, especially when that's what pays your bill.
Holy shit. Holy shit. A freaking cat just walked by and grabbed a mouse and walked off with it. I swear to God, right in front. I'm like, what the? There's like a cat, and he was
It's
like
a
right by the
omen.
deck, and he goes, "Huff," and he's like walking away with a mouse in his mouth. Holy shit. That's savage as shit.
Wow.
You go, cat. It's like Wild Kingdom out here. Oh my
The
God.
bushes.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that's that cat that walks by my leg and just walks by. It's like a random cat, like a neighborhood cat. Anyway, sorry about that. It's hard to cut you off. It was a crazy. I just looked over. I'm like, what the fuck is this cat doing? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Holy shit.
That's
Wow.
okay. Real life is more exciting than boring old stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
no doubt.
depends. Not always. Sometimes the stories are way more exciting.
That freaking cat. Anyway, yeah, it's cool. But yeah, like I said, I don't think I was out of pocket. I don't like people talking about family. I shared something very wholesome and nice, and I'm really gonna be happy to see my son next week, and it's great. I haven't seen him in 6 months because, like I said, he's up. Wants not to keep talking in circles, but he's up. He works up in Canada, so it's great to see him. So it was a nice thing to bring up. It's like, hey, I haven't seen my so and so in a while. I can't wait to see him. It doesn't make you a bad person. Anyway, make a long story short, I don't like Bradley. I'm not going to like him again. What he said
I'll
was
just
really
have
low.
to remember not to have the two
Yeah.
of you on at
No,
the same time.
you may, like I said, you could have him up as much as you want, but I don't accept his apology because his apology is fake. It's not a real apology. He's drunk 24/7. I've never seen him sober on panel. He's drunk, sloppy, says weird shit. But like I said, go for it. It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
It is that.
Yeah, it is. It's entertainment. But gentlemen, have a good night. Jeff, I tried to come up and have a civil conversation. I'm so
I
sorry.
think for the most part you did.
Yeah, I'm sorry it got derailed, but I don't appreciate what he was saying, and I don't accept his apology because I don't think it's validated or warranted. So, anyway, go for it. Have fun, gentlemen. It was good to see you. You may not see me for a while, but have a great stream, guys. Enjoy, Jeff. Always the best.
Take it easy,
You
Mike.
too.
Snooze.
I'll be out tomorrow.
Take care,
Salute.
guys. Take care.
Did he get abducted? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Pat.
Yeah, so happy Wednesday to everybody. It's the middle of the week. I don't know how y'all's work week is going, but I'm about to have 5 days off, and
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna continue on with what I was doing with the house rearrangements and stuff. Making changes doesn't happen just when you think of it, and having that to-do list and actually having enough time to calm down from work and think about what you're doing. It helps getting the things done rather than having to rush them. That's how I feel.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, dude. 5 days off is a good couple days to recharge, get your batteries back, get shit done, go do something fun. Even if it's just hang out in the garden. I still have to dig some post holes for my garden fence that I got to put up. So I
Are
got
you
tomorrow
getting
off.
time off too, like rest time?
Not really. I mean, I get my 2 days off a week, but it's it's pretty weird, dude. I'm so exhausted that I don't do much on my days off,
Hmm.
which kind of sucks. I spend my time with my wife and my daughter and stuff, but like I don't know. I wish I had more energy. I I do need to get my store in order so that way I can take some more time to myself, possibly take a couple extra days off.
That's like getting the right team in place and trained.
Yeah, it's hard though. It's really hard.
Yeah, I
Like,
imagine. Well, you can just walk away and know that it's in good hands and
and
shit's gonna
and
get
even
done.
that, I can't even get people to come in for interviews. Not even for management positions. Yeah,
What
they're
is
just.
this a trend? Like just a national trend of
I
people
don't
moving
know.
away from these kind of jobs?
I've had like maybe 14 applications over the last 2 weeks, and I set up like interviews with them and everything, and it just did not like. I don't know. They just don't show up, and the ones that do show up, it's like, are you sure that you want to take a chance on these people?
Oh God.
And I do anyways. I do anyways, but then they don't show up to work.
Helena's wondering what the pay is.
The starting pay for just a regular person is like 16.50 an hour, but you have to,
16.50? That's not bad for fast food.
and it's also like we're in Maine too, so every other fast food place pays like 15 to start out or 14 or some shit. And actually, my store pays the most to their employees than any other store in Maine
Oh
because there's
wow.
such a labor shortage here.
So y'all have like they give you special funds to recruit people.
Yeah. Well, it's not really special funds. It comes out of my P&L. So,
Oh,
like after this year, if I choose to stay with them, um, my salary goes down, and then I get a percentage of all the sales and whatever
which could
profit
make
and
it
shit,
higher than what
which
it
can
would
make it a
normally be.
lot higher if I was kicking ass. But I don't know. Anyways, untrackable. Like, I'm glad that you brought up a new topic, being Wednesday, middle of the week. What are your house renovations? You said something about your house.
What about it?
You said you were gonna be working on the house or something, rearranging it, or
Oh yeah, we got a pretty plain suburban house, and like 90% of it is first floor type stuff. And we had a baby bed and baby bedroom and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
So she's been out of the crib for quite a while, but it seems much more efficient to make a big move now rather than let
Keep
things
changing
grow
it.
and then have more stuff to move. So we have
Oh
a
yeah.
fully furnished, it's a bonus room. So instead of having like an attic, we have stairs that go up to just one big room, and it's got a full bathroom and a walk-in closet and all that stuff. So we're gonna turn that into my daughter's bedroom for long-term purposes. So that way, as she grows and she has more stuff and things like that, she'll already have, a big room to her space to herself to grow and, rather than growing in a tiny space and then having to move all that stuff when that time comes. You know what I mean?
I do. I know exactly what you mean. I'm setting up my daughter's room, or been in the process of it for a couple months now, and because our house that we bought, the upstairs needed to be painted and all this remodeling and stuff done just to get it back to like livable conditions. And um, so yeah, like we're setting it up so that way she has a room all the way up to like high school or
Mm.
whatever she wants.
Yeah, and trust me, I come from a family where most of us didn't leave when we were 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, there was plenty of time after that where having that respected space, and um, I grew up in a smaller house than this, and we was mom and three siblings. So what my brother did have the upstairs, and it's not as nice as ours is, but it was finished. It didn't have a bathroom, but it did have a nice big closet and all that stuff. So the middle child, he was a bit of an outcast himself, but he got the big space. Whereas like me and my sister, we got the, you know, what is it, like 12 by 12 bedrooms with windows that go directly out into the street. And it's like,
Yeah.
but you know what? I respected my space then, and I respect my space now. And we're making a decision because we only have one child. That what? Rather than have a whole bunch of stuff to move later, let's get her used to having her own space and respect her own space because we're going to give her the biggest room in the daggone house.
That's beautiful, dude. Honestly, I I care about my daughter so much. Like my child, it's everything. My wife too, but my child, she's the next generation.
Hmm. Has she started school yet?
Not yet.
Mm.
She's gonna start up in the fall. I have to go check out a couple schools in the next couple weeks.
Welcome, Helena.
You're welcome.
Yeah, welcome,
Hello.
Elena.
Hi. Um, I just dropped in. I don't know what happened in the previous. I don't know. How long were you on for, Jeff?
Um, about an hour and a half so far.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you
Yeah.
just joining in? I mean, tuning in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
we're in the chill portion right now, where we're just having actual conversations. So it's probably a good time to join.
yeah. So I was waiting in between work because I get it through email now, and yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch a movie. So I watched something called Awakening, which is like a ghost story set in 1920.
Oh.
It was okay. It was all right. But I'm like, no, it wasn't messed up enough. I need something to jar me out of my soul. So I was thinking of watching Void, and I was just wondering, have any of you ever watched Void or anybody in the chat?
Void?
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
Oh, let me look it up.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it. Never even heard of it.
All right. Now I guess I'll just have to
Is
try.
it Lebanese?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, hang on. I got the wrong movie. Oh, yeah. A Canadian Lovecraftian horror film.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's not
hmm
when the Canadians went down that big hole and they all got eaten by some beast, was it?
I don't know. It involves a farmhouse in the woods and a
No, do you
screaming
remember when
woman.
they all went down like pothole and that, and like them Canadian girls, and they all got eaten by some fucking thing in the woods that was eating shit? Do you remember that? And they're, like it was in the catacomb and all that. I can't remember what it's called now. It's quite old.
2016?
No,
Oh
no,
no.
no, it's probably older than that. But it was like literally
Was
like
it
5.
Awakenings?
It was like when wokeness started, and like they just did films with like all dudes or all girls, and this was it. And they went down some big fucking hole, and but there was some bad shit there. It was based in like supposed to be America, but it was like you know where them redneck places are. Like they reckon there's like
Oh,
some
is
weird
it the
shit.
one where they have the Civil War?
No, no, they went down the holy fuck. It was massive, and it done really well in its day. I can't believe nobody can remember it. But yeah,
What
there was
year
a
was
couple.
it?
How the fucking hell, Jesus Christ! I struggle to tell you the year now. To know them, but it's older. But it was a big film. That Michelle Rodriguez, she was one of them in it. There was a lot of. It was like the Brat Pack of their day, but it was like potholing. If you ever heard that, they go like looking in caves and shit and swimming under, and then see the cave. But it all went bad. Like there was something in there that wasn't very good for them.
Oh, what was that called? The Cave?
Do you know? I don't think it's that simple, but I think you might be right. There is something on that link, the cave, but they called it something else, the coven or
So it was
something.
like it was a bunch of women, and they were real athletic, and they wanted to explore this cave in West Virginia. Is that what you mean? And
Right,
then
they all
there were
got.
like these monsters in it. Yeah, that one
Yeah,
was. Ooh.
yeah. I'm not saying it's factual based. I'm not saying it's
No,
factual, but
no. I know it was just a movie.
How refreshing.
And yeah, some people are saying The Awakening with De Niro and Robin Williams. That's not the one I was talking about. There's another movie called Awakening, but
said that I got
yeah.
mixed up. There is another one, but
Oh
that's quite a
yeah,
good
okay,
film.
okay. Pat said it. The
The
Descent.
I mean,
Descent?
40
Yeah, that's
years
it.
old. Yeah, yeah. It's when they
Yeah.
Robin Williams gives him some new. It was supposed to be based on true life. They give him some experimental drug, and it brought all these catatonic people back to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not the
Mm.
one I watched tonight, but
Yeah,
they
no,
just happen to have the same name. But yeah, Pat's right. It sounds like what you were talking about was The Descent, which is really,
I think
yeah,
you're
I'd say
right.
it's
Yeah,
pretty creepy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You're. I knew it was the cave when or but it weren't. Yeah, you're right. It's the descent. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a scary. I don't want it. It was like, oh god, because it was like, yeah. I quite
Yeah.
enjoyed that. How old's that film? It's got to be what, 25 years?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the monsters that were in there, they didn't have eyes, and
Mm.
it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. That movie was insane, but it was good.
Well,
So,
what's freaky percent is, and you know it's bullshit, but like they put a statistic of how many people disappeared out on this abolition mountain or whatever for the last 40 years, and it's like, and that was fact that, and you're like, oh my god, what's happening to all these people? So then they put that idea in your head that these fucking things is there, and you does make you wonder, doesn't it? You know?
hmm. Yeah.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy. I'm not like Jeff or the other fellas. I'm not a conspiracy.
Yeah,
I
then
don't wear.
they did a sequel. They did a sequel.
Yeah, I not saw that. It was very good. Like.
Yeah.
So, but when it came out, it was like quite new on the genre. It was quite. It was when all the girl power and all that. You can have girls do films. What was that film that Quentin Tarantino did? And it was like this bloke, Kurt Russell, picked the problem with the three stunt girls, and they was like these girls was
Oh
like
yeah, Death Proof. Death
what was
Proof.
death proof. Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that, but it was like he turned it on his head then. Like it was like, oh, that was like girl can be a girl, boy can be a boy. It was a good thing. But
Oh.
yeah. I'll be lots older than you think.
Yeah, I know. You know what's really weird? That stunt woman, Zoe Bell, she they wired her to the front of the car. She was wired. So if that car flipped, she would have been dead.
Yeah, she
She
was
would
a
have been.
genuine stunt girl.
Oh yeah,
She
she's a stunt woman. Yeah.
yeah. Do you know what I always thought was funny with that film though? He never answered the question with the other girl they left with the hillbilly in the fucking cabin.
Yeah,
They never
that's a
answered.
little scary. Yeah, it's like they left Lee with that guy. Yeah. No, not only that, they had to go back and say, your car, it's completely trashed. And I wonder about that stuff. Yeah, I wondered about that too. But
Yeah,
yeah, she had to
great.
sit there with that dude. Yeah.
It reminded me, I mean, I watched it, no, remember, but it reminded me when I used to watch the Bruce Lee films and shit like that when I was a kid. And it was always like the battle evil, and that was it. And it didn't matter if it was girls or boys. Like, but the one
Yeah.
thing is, I quite Kurt Russell. I always liked Kurt Russell, but I actually when
Oh
I watched
no,
him,
Moose, you can change the conversation.
yeah. Oh, Jack don't like Kurt
It chit
Russell.
chat is for
Kurt,
when there's no one
Oh
has a
no,
topic going.
no! I'm just saying. I wasn't saying that it's a bad thing. I was just saying, it's movie time. You have a topic. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired.
As
oh,
long
right.
as you're
Yes,
going to bed because you're tired.
Yeah, I
And
did 12 hours today, so I'm
okay.
good.
Well, it was good to see you, and
Yeah, I
well,
appreciate you guys.
I appreciate that, and it was a great time to do it. But a real Canadian would work 13 and a half hours a day and wouldn't moan about it.
well, he's not Canadian, so he can work as
Well, he
much as he wants.
identifies. He identifies as a Canadian, so that's
No, he
Canadian.
doesn't.
Oh
Everybody
shit.
identifies as Canadian, you might, because you're racist.
Yeah, I'm, I'm
Yeah,
French
and I mean,
Canadian.
I'm not complaining about the 12 hours. I'm gonna go grab something to eat real fast, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I mean, that's not complaining.
Well,
That's saying
nobody.
goodnight.
We're not telling you off.
He's over here trolling and trying to start trouble himself.
I'm not.
Oh, we know.
I'm not.
I got it. I've seen the dynamics of people and
Okay.
how they interact with each other. So I totally get half the people here are trolling each other, but I want you
They
guys to have a
really
great.
are. I'm learning probably more than half.
It's insanity at its finest, guys. People just being people, guys. Take it
Well,
easy, and I'll see you soon.
Take care,
what I
Moose.
would say, the only channel I knew was like Welcome to Death. So if you think I'm trolling, that's fine. But surely I'll have to know your channel if I
You
was
going?
trolling.
You leaving track?
No, just saying goodbye to
Oh,
the fella.
to Moose. Okay.
Oh, he's kicking me out the room. Jesus Christ, the bloody Canadians again.
They're not. None of there's no Canadians out here. I don't think. You're in a safe space, in an unsafe space.
I've basically flushed them all out, Jeff, haven't
Well,
I?
there's Canadians in the chat, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, God,
I
yeah.
am warning you.
I don't read the chat. Look, you're all
Oh, okay.
Canadian. But yeah, type away.
Well, I'll be
You know
sure
what
and feature the choicest ones.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't come into just having a laugh. The lady
Yeah,
was
what
a nice lady. Good talk, nice.
I'd like to release a press statement, and this is coming from me personally. I would like to say this to all Canadians, and just as well all people that are non-Americans around the world. I personally am minding my own goddamn business. If some of this shit hurts your feelings, it has nothing to do with me. Go to work each day and love your family the best you can, no matter where you are. Because I swear to God, I'm watching some crazy shit on TV, and I'm just like, hey, fuck it. If it doesn't come to my front door, it ain't real. And I don't know what you guys are seeing. My gas fluctuates every 3 days. It's up and then it's down and it's up and then it's down. And it's like, hey, I can't let it get me down. I got to keep on moving.
Well, and like I said, nobody's gonna take any offense or think any less of you because you voted for Kamala Harris. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, I don't guess I do.
So like I just said, I don't care. I don't care what the government does. I don't care what the stock market looks like. I know I show up to work each day and pay my bills and my momo. I'm not going to treat anybody different because they talk about politics or this, that, or the other. It's like, hey, if that's on your mind, talk about it. If you got some education on it, talk about it. I don't. I'm minding my damn business.
Yeah, that looks good. It's good. Good way to have. But getting back to politics, let's talk about this bastard Trump.
Well, yeah, we're talking about movies, not politics. You want to switch to politics?
No, I don't got a fucking clue. You
You're talking about the tariff battle?
No.
What battle? Which one?
The tariff war, trade war, whatever he's in.
Oh, trade war. The trade war. He's kind of back down in the end. It's like he's just stamping his feet, and people will have to toe the line. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for worldwide trade, we don't know. It wouldn't matter. We can't change it. We just got to sit and watch and let these dickheads fucking think they know what they're doing.
Yeah. But I've been doing that for years now. They just keep swapping out dickheads.
Okay, so nobody in chat has any opinions on Void?
Void. Which
The
one's
movie
Void?
Void, if anybody in chat has seen it.
No, nobody knows that film. Apparently, I read it. It's got like 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, nobody knows about Void.
Oh, I always go for the
Have you
obscure
got,
shit.
yeah, have you got a better film? There's other films. You surely must have watched some other ones.
The what?
You surely must have watched some other films. Pick one that we
I don't
might
know if
know.
this is meant for
Yeah, I
Void
watch
or
a
not.
lot of films. I watch a lot. Let's see. La la la. What can I pick? Let me think. Did you ever see The Endless?
No, Jesus Christ, you must have some weird film taste.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about Blade Runner, Aliens, Fletch?
I got a weird one. I got a weird one that not many people have heard of. And I don't know what it. I think I watched it with a foreign title, but it was called Dentata, like dental, but instead of all.
Dentata? I know what that is.
Yeah, about the young girl that gets
Vagina dentata.
SA'd, but she has teeth down below.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I actually saw that.
I thought
That's
that
like
was a pretty sweet fucking movie.
Yeah, that was the same as that. Fuck me, you sick bastard. What are you watching that for? That's old as the fuck. We thought we was talking
Yeah,
about
I
good
thought it was.
film.
I thought it was based on like castration anxiety. But I did see that. It was a long time ago though. I did see it though. Yeah.
But once you identify as a eunuch, you don't care about your penis. So maybe that's why the film's attractive, possibly.
You don't think eunuchs care about their penis?
Where they don't care about it, they want to be
How do
like
you
they
know?
just want. Well, I've never met one, but I'll know what they like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know how eunuchs think or why they?
Because they don't
How they
care.
feel
They
about
don't.
their penis?
they got, or they don't care if it was flat. They consider themselves.
They told you they don't care?
Okay, so
What?
what's more scary? Okay, let me put it to you this way. You know, there's certain horror movies where it's like there's a monster or whatever, and it consumes you, like the Blob. Okay, why? That's scary. And there was that segment from Creepshow. It was based on a Stephen King short story called The Raft, and it was like it looked like an oil slick, and 4 people got caught on a raft, and they couldn't get off because this oil slick, it would like, get you and it would consume you. Like w- psychologically, why is that so
Yeah,
scary though? Yeah.
that's it. The next new film in the new generations, it'll all be to do with wind turbines, and it'll be like you're like in a paragliding club, and you're all cool, but you got a secret mission, and then one of your best mates gets turned off in a wind farm, right? And at the time, they do it strategically. A bald eagle would drop on the floor at the same time, been stopped by the air machine, and they can't blame the oil. Then they can't say that's the oil tanker. That's the thing that's going to save us. The mincing machine for birds.
Hmm.
Well, there's something to be said psychologically too about, like you said, the blob and then
Yeah.
that oil slick. Like each time the blob took a person, it got bigger and it got bigger and it got bigger.
Hmm.
And I imagine it would be the same for that oil slick. But if you think about it, psychologically, translation from real life into art is once you get somebody to believe what you believe, now you become two, and then you become a building of congregation, a church, and then you become even bigger than that. You become the government, and then even bigger than that, you become. Well, what do you become after that? How big can you get? But in the Blob, it was like it was attacking free people, like out at the movies, having a good night out, and here comes the Blob.
Yeah, but that's
Whereas
the
Yeah.
that
whole point.
that
As
oil
as
slick was attacking people that were in need. And it's like, hey,
yeah,
you really have no choice but to suffer or join the oil slick. You know what I'm saying?
but as a
I think
metaphor for
so.
what you're saying, exactly the same. The blob doesn't get smaller; it doesn't stay the same. It just keeps getting bigger. I mean, like, no offense, it's not my taste in the film. I thought it was shite, but like that's as a metaphor. Yeah, the blob just keeps getting bigger. That's the whole point of the film, The Blob. In the end, there won't be no planet; it'll just be the blob.
Hmm. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just remember those movies freaked me out. The only, you know what? When they came out with the first Creep Show, there's one segment in the first movie, and Stephen King was actually in it, and he played this guy who touched a meteorite, and he started to get consumed by this grass-like substance. It was even on his tongue, and he was really itchy, and somebody told him, "Don't get into water; it'll get worse, and you're gone." So, basically, what annihilation? That it's like it's like, oh, if
It
it consumes you all the way, then you're gone. You're annihilated.
depends how you look at it. It sounds like a bad dose of chlamydia to me. Don't sound like an alien virus or
I
something.
don't know. Yeah, that's what I was a kid. That's the one that freaked me.
Chlamydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I bet you don't grow grass all over when you get, yeah. But I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to comment on your lady shaving habits. It's not my opinion, but yeah, you can grow the grass wherever you want to grow the grass.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, you
You
can let
did.
it bust out. Just prune it once a year. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got to be fucking telling me about your lady bits.
Now, how do
I
you
don't
know?
care.
You know an awful lot about eunuchs and women and Canadians.
Yeah, I'm basically a therapist.
A what?
A therapist.
Oh, hey. Hey, Jeff, I had an idea. Um, there could be a TV series loosely based on you,
Oh God.
and it would be a cross between Monk and Twin Peaks.
Ooh, that sounds
Because,
exciting.
okay, now the other day somebody said, "Oh, hey, yeah, are you the Satanist guy?" And you said, "I'm a Christian Satanist." And it's like that could be your line, that could be your tagline, and like maybe you solve crimes, I don't know, something like that, but it would be loosely based on you. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I could work with that.
I
I don't know.
solve drama, which
Ah,
I guess are
no,
crimes
I'd make
before
it
they
funny.
become crimes.
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But a character loosely based on you would be fun. Would be fun.
Man, you're a good Satanist because that's tempting.
I'd like to fucking see it. I'd like to see it. Like I'd see the detective fucking Jeff come in and like with his antlers, and you'd be like, but it probably would work now. That'd probably be high praise. To say he's so intelligent.
No, you would enter a scene and somebody would say, "Hey, are you that Satanist guy?" And you'd say, "I'm a Christian Satanist."
I'm a
And the
Christian.
actor would have to learn your accent. They would have to learn your accent
I
and
might as well
everything.
just play me then.
Well,
I don't trust anybody else to get it right.
well, accents can
Honestly,
be hard.
after having spoken with so many chaplains throughout my days, that they're all Christian chaplains. They'll all listen to whatever it is that you have to say, but they want to pray with you in the name of Jesus Christ. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, what just so happens if a Satanist becomes a chaplain? Sure, he can respect and hear everybody, but he's not going to sit and pray with you in the name of Jesus Christ. He's going to have something different to say that is still blessing your
Yeah,
life as you live it. You know what I mean?
totally
Unless he's a
straight with you.
Christian Satanist.
Yeah, or he turns around and says, "Can you come back in the back room and we'll do special prayers?" Then you'll know he's a so like just stay away from that.
The special prayers in the back that only the
Take them in the
Satanists get
back
to
room.
access.
We take them in the back room, then we have a special prayer. If that gets mentioned, I don't give a fuck how strong your religion is. Just say no,
It's the
thank
ones
you.
labeled special prayer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Catholics that are pretty good at the special prayer.
Well,
Well, we all need
I don't
special
know. I went to
prayers.
Catholic school for 12 years.
Don't
12
tell me
years.
you're a Catholic or a rebellion, I reckon. You rebelled from the Catholic Church. Oh God, I don't even want to know what you got up to then. You've probably done some
No, I just did it, and I don't practice anymore, and I'm not much of anything now. That's all.
agnostic, innit? Don't they call it that? Is it
Yeah.
agnostic?
Yeah, I'm agnostic. Yeah, I
Yeah,
went
I'm
through
the
a new
same.
age period.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate what people like follow by me, but it ain't for me. Like, that's it.
yeah. The new age period I went through was interesting, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
just
just
wander around, and I
listen.
don't know what's real. I have no idea.
Yeah, well, listen,
So
darling. Quit while you're ahead. For fuck's sake,
I
don't
already
start
did.
telling me I and I bought stars and I bought a fucking
It already
Ouija
did.
over in the bed. Yeah, don't be saying that. Just quit while you're ahead.
I already did. But I appreciate that I went through that.
Yeah. But it's like everything in life. You got to go through it, and if it's for you, it's for you. If it ain't for you, you move on, don't you?
Yeah.
Something that I've found is I had to self-define even the word religion. So and it partially comes from what's in the book, but it's faith-based actions towards a perceived outcome. You know, there's no specificity in how you get about your how you get to where you want to be. But if you believe that these actions will get you there, well, then you will conduct them regularly, and you will have faith that they will get you there one day.
Yeah,
You could
but
be
do you
talking
not?
about a job. You could be talking about a position in life. You could be talking about, you know, the afterlife, which is
Yeah,
where a lot of big books lead you. But if
yeah,
you
but
live your life the way that you expect an outcome, then you know there's a
do you not
better chance that you'll
do you,
actually achieve.
do you not think you can live that life yourself now without someone from any faith or any church telling you? If your morals is okay, you can live like that without that shit. You can live between your own morals. You don't need them to tell you you're living good or bad. That should be something inside your soul.
Yes, very much so. It should very much be personal how you wake up in the morning and how you take care of your body and what you choose to do for a living. That should be on you. But if you believe that you know you want to do this and do that to get here, but you're doing the opposite, um, well, you're not even following your own religion, let alone a
Yeah,
book that
but
says, "Hey,
do you
have
not see
have
what I'm
faith, get on your knees 3 times in an hour, and then eat the cookie, drink the wine, and go home and watch football." You know what I'm saying?
The cookie.
religion is trying to tell you to live your life like that. Do you not try you see what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to say is if you're a good person and your heart's in the right place, you do not need some outside influence telling you read this book and we will tell you how to be better. Sure, as a human, you just want to be better every time. Every day I try to strive to be better every year. And that's
Well,
something that's
that's kind
inside
of
you.
why people
Religion,
study books
great,
too,
hell,
is
great.
because it comes in the literal form that you read it, but then you can turn it into any metaphor that you want to turn it into. They're not bad guides.
No, I'm not
However,
saying that.
they are not
No,
but they are
I'm not
not
saying.
people that read a book and think, "Oh, those are the rules to life. I have to follow those." Well, you're not going to have any fun and you're never really going to learn anything about life. However, if you read and then you go and do and you come back and it was like, "Oh, wait, maybe that was a metaphor for having a hardship in your life or, you know, dealing with the shit that the catharsis, the things that you have to do and you love doing them, but they are still work." It all comes together. I'm not preaching here. I'm just saying you have to
No,
actually live for any of the words you ever read to make any goddamn sense.
yeah, we're only talking the shit, just talking our opinions, but it's quite interesting actually.
I'm sorry, I kind of went off there, but I didn't
No,
mean
no,
to.
no, it's always cool. Well, it was cool with me. It was just like,
Yeah, no, there's
yeah,
no off. You're fine.
Oh, somebody in chat mentioned The Stuff. I thought I was the only person who saw that movie. Oh my
oh
God,
no,
that is
I'm,
so funny. Canes,
yeah, I'm
Canes, Catharsis. Yeah, I saw that movie. Michael
black and white.
Moriarty was in it. Yeah. Um, let's see. I don't know. You know what though? Seriously, I kind of like Catholic school. It was like going to Hogwarts, really. You wear a uniform, you talk
Yeah.
about metaphysics in between the subjects, like math reading, science, history. I don't know. I like Catholic school fine. So I don't know. I have people younger than me. They say the nuns hit them, and I'm like, the nuns hit you. It's like I never got hit.
I
So
only,
either I was in an idyllic school, or I don't know.
You're
I
very compliant.
I grew up in Catholic
maybe I
school.
don't know.
They were the most, they were the most vicious bastards you ever met in your life.
The nuns
Like
were, did they hit you?
Catholic schools. I go up all, even my like your set. I don't know what your education is, but our last education was secondary school, comprehensive. But it was all run by. Never seen such a bunch of horrible bastards. And the worst of it is, loads of them have been caught for shit going back 30 years now. I never had that thing with them, but like, yeah, they're listen, how can you have when I had this is the laugh of the Catholic Church, and I went to school and I never got married, so I had a couple of kids. Then they said she wanted to get married, and they made us go to this class for about 9 weeks, every week, about what it was to be like to get into a Catholic marriage. Bear in mind, I had 2 kids, and then they went on about sex, and they said, "Oh, you do the rhythm method," and you do, and we were just sat at the back pissing ourselves. And we thought, how archaic is this religion?
Yeah,
And
they
we
yeah.
supported it because
I
our
don't know.
parents.
I was in a very specific time frame when I was in high school and it was a Catholic
Yeah,
high school. All they talked about on TV was AIDS. Okay, that's all they
oh,
talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever told anybody to not
the
like
nun, listen, the
don't wear a condom. They wanted everybody to wear a condom. And
fucking
maybe that's
nuns.
just a specific window of whatever,
Yeah, but what I'm
but they
saying
never
is, I
talked about the rhythm method. They didn't
yeah,
talk about
what I'm
that.
crazy is the fucking nuns probably all told you, all right, ladies, we all got to go and scrub our hairbrushes for 2 hours because there's AIDS out there. And that's how crazy
No,
it
they
is.
weren't like that though. They weren't like that though. I didn't have any of those kind of nuns. They kind of reminded me of I don't know. Some of them were cool. Some that they reminded me of the Benny Gesserit from Dune. A lot of them, and I was fine with them, and none of them abused me or anybody. Yeah, it was fine. And
They, prob- they probably didn't
I guess I
fancy
had
it.
a good experience. I had a good experience. Hello. Did I go dead?
Yeah. No,
No,
I'm
you're
here.
here.
So,
I'm here. I'm here. I'm starting to
Yeah.
fade out though.
Aw.
It's
You
been
getting
a long
tired?
week. Yeah, I am. But I'm gonna
Okay.
be out tomorrow for a daytime stream.
oh, Jeff. Oh, it's chilled. Thanks for letting us up again, guys. And yeah, another chilled one. I never know what I'm going to get here, Brandon. But then, to be fair, you never know what you're going to get with
Yeah,
me.
I never know
Sometimes,
either.
sometimes,
I wasn't expecting what I got tonight.
yeah. But I don't, I never come in with any malice. I always come in to talk and have a joke. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think so.
great chat, guys. Yeah, take care, all. Hope we catch you all again soon.
Take care, Sai. Good to
Okay.
see
Always
you.
good to see.
Bye.
Elena or Track. You got anything?
I don't know. There's just a lot of gossip going around. I've never seen anything so gossipy. In the
I'm
chat.
used to that as part of the panel
Yeah, I
host.
guess I have to get used to it too. Yeah.
I
It's
ignore
like,
most of it. But there
yeah, people are
wasn't
like,
gossip
they
the
said,
last hour or so.
oh. Well, I don't know. I know people are like, somebody said something about you in another chat. Yeah, it's like I can't follow this. I can't track this shit. It's like I'm not tracking this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna waste energy on it.
Yeah, I don't.
You know.
I don't
Yeah.
care what people
So
say on other channels.
yeah. So I don't know. All right. So maybe I'll watch The Void and hopefully it'll be very weird and I'll like it.
Well, yeah,
So
let us know how it is. You could be the
yeah, sure. Yeah,
pioneer.
I can do that. So good night, you guys. Have a
Yeah,
good
good
night.
night.
Take care.
It's always,
And
always
Beak,
good to
thank you
talk
so
with you.
much. Wow, I did do well tonight with super chats, which is unusual. So whatever people thought of the stream, there is that metric. Untrackable, what you gonna leave us with?
Yeah, just thank you for having me as always. It was a bit of a wild, you know, time for a bit. But always good people, you know. It always somehow keeps it moving forward, and you know, it's sometimes it's enjoyable to listen to the chaos, just to listen. Um it's always fun to interact when you get the opportunity. Um, it's just it becomes a conundrum sometimes when it can switch that fast from, hey, we're here, hey, things are moving, and then chaos, 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 and it's like, oh, hey, let's talk about a movie, and then everything slows it down to like a walking speed versus a drag race. But entertaining as always. So thank you for that, and thank you to everybody that came on tonight. Um, everybody's great, and yeah, good night.
And thank you too. Good night. So I guess it's finding that balance of off-roading or with drag racing and a Sunday walk. Because I like all of it. So when it switches, like when the speed switches, I can roll with it. And then when it switches to Mama on a Sunday drive, I can switch to that speed too and then get immersed in that. So I don't like, for me, the different speed variations are not that jarring. But I do notice a difference, and this is just subjective on my part, of the conversations that we have with the drama and without the drama. And I'm studying this stuff and I'm noticing the patterns with certain people. And there's certain people where the drama is higher than other people. And then there's certain people where the drama is very low and the conversations are higher quality. And that's the zone I'm looking for. So every time I stream, regardless of what happens, I learn a little bit more that can help me try to make the next one hit more the target I'm trying to hit for it. All right. I guess that's it. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be doing an earlier stream, like daytime. Roughly, I'll try to shoot for that 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific slot, but I may be earlier or later, but somewhere around there. So have a good rest of your hump day. Do the Humpty Hump, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there, hanging out.